Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting down today to do an art journal layout for a swap I'm doing with Suzanne. And I'm starting off with this prompt that she sent me. It says, "Elegance is not standing out, but being remembered." And it's like a sentiment on a dress. So I found this stamp of a lady in like a Victorian dress, which I thought went really well with the sentiment. I've decided to reach for my distress crayons. I love this color, this antique linen color. Makes it look really faded and just really went with the theme that I had in mind. I just added it really lightly to create some color in the background, and then I'm smoothing it over with some white acrylic paint. The next thing I do is I reach for this really pretty like mosaic cobblestone stencil that I have from Tim Holtz, and I'm reaching for my texture paste and I'm applying it on the right hand side there with my palette knife. Now what's going to happen is when I lift off the stencil, it's going to leave quite a harsh line, which doesn't look too natural. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my palette knife and I'm just going to remove some of the edges and go along with the natural curve of the stencil to make it more natural. The next thing is I wanted to add just a little bit more stenciling with texture paste on the other side. I have this other stencil, which is, I believe, by Cadence. I'm going to have all the details of everything that I'm using on my blog post. So please go ahead and pop over there, say hello, leave me a comment. I really like it when you guys show me some support there as well. I'm adding that on the left hand side, but I do want to add another stamped image, so I will remove some with my palette knife in a moment. So I'm thinking of using this stamp by Craft, and I thought at first I was going to put it in that orientation, but actually when I actually do, I put it in another orientation, but that doesn't matter. It works either way. But basically I wanted to have a flat surface for the stamp to go down on. I am going to be really lazy here, and I'm just going to ink it up without a stamping block. At first I thought I was using black, but then I decided to use a sepia color, and I'm going to roll it on with my brayer. Now, because this is an art journal, the brayer effect will not leave such a crisp image. I wouldn't do this if I was stamping on a card, but because it's an art layout, I'm fine with the extra smudging, and by the time I finish with my coloring, you can't even tell. I am going to color in this beautiful rose with my distress crayons. I'm using just a classic, the red color, which is the Festive Berries, and the green, which I believe is Mowed Lawn. And then I decided to color her in with the blue. Now, as you can see, there is no method to my coloring. I am just putting color down and I'm smudging it down. This is a quick art journal. I was just feeling a little bit antsy this day, so I sat down, and this brought me quite a lot of pleasure and it calmed me down, which is really what we art journal for, you know? We want to get some feelings out, and yeah, when I'm feeling quite delicate and able to do fussy cutting, I do, and when I feel like I just want to get some emotions out, or when I'm feeling like I just want to do some art with nothing really in mind, I just go ahead and do the easy thing, which is what I've decided to do here. What I'm doing now is I am just going to apply some color over the texture paste, and once again just blending it with my finger. I'm using a little bit of brown in the background there, and then I add the wilted violet on top, and then I repeat that on the right hand side with the cobblestone, and I love that color. I love that look of the purple on the antique linen with the combination of blue. It's just really, really pretty. I then grabbed this background stamp, and as soon as I did it, I knew that it wasn't the right thing to do. It was just too stark. This is just like a number, like a sewing kind of size chart, and I used the sepia, and it was not right. Once I started stamping here with the gray, I knew I should have used the gray color. The gray is such a light, beautiful color, and the brown was just too stark. And so I take it back with just a little bit of that white acrylic paint from the first background step. And at first I used the brush, and then I used my hand, and it does a good job of sending it into the background, which is all you really want. You just want some interest in the background, but not something that interferes or competes with your focal image. I'm ready to put that die cut, which was the prompt for this layout. I love how it looks, the brown against the red and the green. It's really pretty. And then I add a butterfly, and I feel like the left-hand side is perfect. The next thing is trying to figure out what's happening on the right-hand side. I feel like something's missing, and as you can see here, I'm trying different things, but it's not really working. So when in doubt, I always add washi, which always grounds me for some reason. I find such joy in adding washi to a lot of my creations. And once I looked at that washi, it's actually got quite a few floral images on it. I think it might be a washi that you color in yourself, but I love the floral in it, and I thought, well, why not extend the floral to the right hand side page as well? So I have a die cut here, and I colored it in with my distress inks in just normal red and green like I did on the left hand side. But I love this die because it's actually just an outline, so it still allows you to look through to see the background that you've created. And I think it just, everything, the washi plus this die cut really tied in the page to the left hand side as well. So I love how this looks, plus that look of natural flora on cobblestone. I really quite like that. It's really interesting. So then all that was left here was just to add some sentiment, and so I went for my Tim Holtz stickers. I swear this product is my favorite product of the year. I use it on everything that I create, and I've put the storyteller, she dreamed beautiful dreams. And what I'm going to do last of all is I'm grabbing my black gel pen, and I'm going to outline those words and also ink around my edges, which frames the piece really nicely. And this is my layout for today. So thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I really appreciate your support, and I love how everyone keeps coming back and giving me those amazing comments. You know, you guys make my day when you do that. So have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.